What's up, folks? We back, okay? With another episode, with another great recipe, okay? And you already seen in the title, we're doing blackened salmon with Cajun sauce and bacon mashed potatoes. That's already making me salivate all in the mouthpiece. Let's get to it. All right, folks. We're going to start off with a little bit of olive oil. We're going to make our sauce, all right? And then I got some butter that's already at room temperature. This is about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add that in. It's hot, huh? All right, so we're going to add that in, and then we're going to add in our shallots. I have one diced shallot here. We're going to add that in. While that butter is melting, we're going to add in, I got some garlic cloves here that I'm going to add. There's about 4 of them in here, but they're pretty small. This is about two big cloves of garlic. I would say it's pretty equivalent to that. Okay? All right. Just going to let this get fragrant, which is already getting there. Really smells like it.
Yeah, it smells good.
Alright, we don't want anything burned in here, so you can smell that garlic right away. Alright, so let that cook. And now we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. What we're doing is making a roux here, okay? This is going to concentrate the flavors. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Concentrate the flavors, which is what we want. Stir all this in. Till about you got all the flour pretty much incorporated with this garlic and shallot mixture, okay? That looks pretty good to me. And now, we're going to start adding in some seafood stock. That's probably a little bit more than 1/4 of a cup. What'd you say?
I was going to say how much?
Yeah, a little bit more than 1/4 of a cup. And this is when our whisk is going to come into play. Because these little lumps that's in here, we want to make sure that they aren't lumps anymore. Because we want our sauce to be nice and creamy. Turn the heat back up. We're going to bring this up to a boil while we're whisking this. You have to go too crazy with the whisking right now. Let that start coming up to a temperature. And as it comes up to a temperature, it's going to be a little bit easier to break these lumps up. But as the lumps break up, the flavor starts to come out. So it's all like a 50-50 type thing. You feel me? Look how it's already starting to thicken up already, okay? And that's all flavors right there. We're going to add a little bit more chicken stock while we're whisking this in.
Didn't you just add seafood stock? Was it,
no, I'm sorry. Not seafood. Not chicken stock, seafood stock. My bad. I use chicken stock so much.
How much? Another 1/4 cup?
Yeah, you're just gonna keep adding a little bit, you know, just based on how much sauce that you want to make. I'm actually making 3 dishes today, so I'm going with a little bit more sauce. But if you're making 2, you're probably gonna want to make more of the sauce anyway, because when it's done, you're gonna want to drink this. I promise. All right, so most of these lumps are starting to get out.
He's just trying to convince the camera person.
Yeah, so camera person ain't really feeling the seafood type, okay?
Not at all.
So today is going to be an experimental with her mouthpiece. But I promise.
I may have to apologize.
I promise it's going to be it's going to be fire, okay? She's going to be like, I don't know why I haven't tried this before.
Because you haven't cooked it.
Facts.
That's why I haven't tried it before.
This is purely off top of the dome piece. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the best recipes happen, when they come right off the dome piece, okay? So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna let this come up to a boil. And once that happens, we're gonna show you guys what happens next.
Okay.
Alright folks, so we got this up to a boil, and I'm still kind of whisking this a little bit, okay? You see how thick it is? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to boil just a little bit more before we add our cream in. Just want to make sure that everything is smooth. We don't want any chunks in our sauce. Yeah, I like the way that's looking. It smells great. All right, turn the heat down. We're gonna add in our cream.
How much cream?
This is a half pint. So yeah, that's what goes in there. You want to add more, you can, but half pint I think is enough. We'll incorporate all this together. And we're just going to let this come to a simmer. We don't really want this to boil. Just a nice little simmer, just to bring all the flavors together. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And while this is simmering, we'll add another element to this. Get rid of that. I have some lobster that
Let's see. Move your hand. There you go.
Alright, I have some lobster that I recently steamed. Okay? And we're going to add that in.
What's that, about two? 2 claws?
This is just one claw.
Mm.
You know, you can add as much as you want. This is just like a...
Your hand.
Oh, sorry. This is just added flavor. My bad.
There, we saw a hand.
So that nice lobster getting in there. And yeah, I said it was a Cajun sauce, so we're gonna add some Creole seasoning. Boom. Not sponsored. Or add whatever seasoning you want. Okay? It'll be fine. Whatever you like. I'm adding Creole today.
Did you add Old Bay?
You could add Old Bay. Like I said, add whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you could add Old Bay. But
That's the only seasoning I know for seafood.
For someone who ain't feeling the seafood, you sure know about the spices.
I only know Old Bay because it's strong.
It's strong. Okay. All right. So look how this is already starting to look. Beautiful sauce. Okay. So finish it off with just a little bit of salt. A little bit of that cracked black. I love the color of that cracked black, how it comes off in the white sauces. I really like that. I like to see the seasonings in there. Lets you know that your mouth is about to get some serious flavors. Okay. All right. So we got our sauce done. Let's start getting to our salmon. Okay. So we got 3 salmon fillets here, and we're going to season these up with blackening spice. Use whatever spice you like. They have blackening spice available in the stores. So you see that? Pick it up. All it is basically just like a blend of 4 to 5 spices.
You said 4 to 5?
4 to 5 spices, yes. Chili powder being the winner overall. That's what gives you that color that you want with the blackening spice. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure to get some on the edges because I want to season the sides too. So I'm gonna push the seasonings down in. To the salmon. And then we're just gonna mop up the seasonings that's left on the sides. That's why I put some on the sides, so you mop this up. So you want all sides seasoned.
Except the skin side.
Except the skin side, because the skin side is going to be crispy. If you hadn't noticed, the skin is on all three of these. And this is going to be a crispy skin. I promise you, this skin is going to be the star, one of the stars of the dish. You want to make sure that skin is nice and crispy. And we're going to show you guys how to get that done here as soon as we get done seasoning this fish. And it looks like we're there. Okay, so our skillet, cast iron skillet is smoking. You see that? What we're going to do, we're going to put our fish down, laying away from us. Give that a nice little push to make sure that skin gets a nice, that way it meets right on that skillet. Make sure that's all pushed down, okay? You're gonna make sure that skillet is nice and hot. And what the key here is, that skin is gonna sit there and sear and crisp up and get real crunchy and crispy. It's gonna be amazing. But anyway, the way you know to flip this is, grab my tongs here. Along the side right here, you're gonna start seeing it starting to turn like a white color, okay? That's when you know it's gonna be available to flip. Okay, folks, so it's time for me to flip these. Give it a nice flip. Look at the crispy skin. Look at the blackened and spice. There we go. Move that over just a little bit. There we go. That crispy skin right there. That's what we're looking for right there. You can hear it. Crispy skin is key. So, the way this works is, both sides you cook anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds each side, okay? Just to get a nice little sear on it. And then it goes in the oven at 400 degrees for about 7 to 8 minutes. Then it comes out, then it's ready. Okay? So we're gonna let these sear on this second side for probably like another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna slap them in the oven. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on with the mashed potatoes. Okay, folks, so we got our mashed potatoes here. Okay, we add a couple things to them. That is about 2 tablespoons of butter. Grab into my fridge here real quick. We're also gonna add a little bit of sour cream. Ooh, it squirted. That's probably like 1/4 of a cup. Then we're gonna add a little bit of mayo. That's probably like a tablespoon and a half. And that's gonna kill the starch in the mashed potatoes. You add a little bit of salt and pepper. Cracked black is always great. Just to send it over the top a little bit, we're gonna add a little bit of that blackening spice in here that we had put on our salmon. A little bit extra flavor. Oh yeah. It's already looking like it's gonna come out real good. All right, let's give this a nice little stir. Oh, the smell. The smell. Can you smell it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Make sure all that's all incorporated real nice. And yes, now you're probably like, you said bacon mashed potatoes. I got you, son. You know what I'm saying? I didn't forget about the bacon. It's the best part.
He wouldn't let me have any.
Oh yeah, it's like fighting off wolves.
Wolves.
And this bacon is already looking tasty. It's gonna take this dish to the next level. Can't wait.
Who doesn't like looking at bacon?
Oh man, Who don't like bacon being in anything? I mean, let's just talk about that for a minute. Bacon is just like a pacifier to an adult. You feel me?
Okay.
Like you tripping at some point in the day, just put bacon in your mouth. You ain't even talking no more. You know what I'm saying? Immediately shut up. Oh yeah. And this is gonna give that nice element to this mac and cheese. I mean, mac and cheese. to the mashed potatoes that we looking for, okay? Perfect complement to that salmon. All right. So, now, all we gotta do is get the salmon out. Let me show you what that looks like. Let's get a nice little serving of these. Yeah, a little bit more. Why not? Okay. Spin that around. And let's get that nice salmon get cooked. Look at that crispy skin. You just can't ask for anything more than that. Okay. Then we're going to take that nice sauce that we cooked. Drizzle that right over top. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then, you know, I like a little color. Just add a little bit of broccoli on there. Actually, steam these in some compound butter. Looking real nice. There we go. Let's add just a little bit more cream on the outside of this. Don't forget that cream has lobster pieces in it as well. Okay. And then top it off. A nice piece of lobster there. Okay. The cracked black. A little bit of salt. And finally, the green stuff.
It's already got green stuff on
A
there.
little bit more green stuff, okay? Just a little bit more.
Yeah, y'all know how I love the green stuff.
And there it is. Beautiful. Pretty as a picture.
Looks as a pretty plate.
Good enough to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what's going to happen right now. I cannot wait to dig into this. So without further ado, let's make it happen. Listen to the crispy skin. Ugh. All right, so let's secure the perfect bite here. Let's get to some of the skin. Look how the skin just came off. I'll just eat that whole thing. Okay, let's get a little bit of the the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna say mac and cheese, man. All right, scoop that up. Come on, stop playing with me. There it is. Ooh, no escapees. Why are you doing this to me right now? There it is. Right there. My mouth is watering. I can't wait to eat this. Here we go. Oh my gosh. The crispy skin is first. First and foremost. Salmon, so tender. Ugh. Man, the sauce. There ain't no way you can go wrong with this. The mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes with that sauce is incredible, man. You know what? I gotta stop. One more. Oh my goodness. Wow. Really hot. Hot.
That's what we were waiting for, the hotness.
Mmm.
It's really hot.
Mmm. All right, you've seen enough of me burning my mouth up. Okay. You guys made it this far in the video. Thank you. Appreciate it. You need to not walk but run and make this recipe. Because I'm telling you right now, it is nothing but full-on flavor for your face piece. Okay? Thank you to every one of you. We're very happy that we got 50 subscribers. I know that's not a lot to some people, but it's a lot to me.
Woohoo!
Yeah, for real. And you know what? It helps me continue to make videos for y'all, okay? So slap that notification bell. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what you want me to make for you, okay? What you want me to make next, okay? And until then, we gonna see y'all. Peace.